Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. This is going to be the thrash metal top 20 albums part 2. So this will be the top 10. This is my definitive list, man, and this is nothing but the greatest ever. And we're listening to in the background compilation from Deceased, Thrash Times at Richmond High. It's a play off the movie, obviously. Pretty funny. A lot of good covers on this, so figured this wouldn't get copyrighted, I hope, at least. You know, not too much of a noticeable thing for labels, but anyway, some more honorable mentions that people dropped in the last video. Just a couple. Personal favorite of mine, Toxic Think This, didn't quite make the cut. It's a really good album though. Really melodic and stuff. Ripping Corpse, Dreaming with the Dead. This has got a lot of death metal in it too. I'm not sure if I'd put this on the list, but you know, it's close, you know, so, you know. And then another one, very death metal-y, but this one's always been one of my favorites, is Protector, The Shedding of Skin. This album's incredible, very death metal-y, and I could see if a band like Cannibal Corpse even got very influenced from this type of album. It's got a lot of those hammer-on parts and a lot of Cannibal riffing on it before Cannibal was really taking off. So yeah, that's cool. So anyway, without further ado, let's get into the top 10. So, number 10, a lot of you guys are gonna like, well, all of these, but yeah, this one is so good. This took me a while to get into, but Vio-lence, Eternal Nightmare. This album is incredible, top to bottom. Every song is as good. There's no favorite. There's no like standout favorite moments or tracks, because the whole album is a standout moment and every track is my favorite track. The album is absolutely mind-bogglingly good. The thing that took me a long time to get into this album is because I'm more of a black thrash type of guy, or a death thrash, but I love me some unique vocaled classic thrash metal, and clearly this is at the top of my list, so this is amazing. So number 10, Vio-lence with Eternal Nightmare. This album blows my mind every time I listen to it. The quality of the riffs on this album is just wow. Like, these guys are incredible. That's number 10. Number 9 is gonna be a big one, obviously. This is a gateway for everyone. This was not a gateway for me, surprisingly. I actually got into this a little later than a lot of other thrash, and it's not even fully a thrash album. It's just an awesome metal album, and that's gonna be Metallica, Master of Puppets. You know, this is an incredible album, as we all know. It's funny with this one because there's gonna be like some people like, oh, you're going with the obvious pick, and then the other half of the people might be like, wow, you put that at number 9, like what's ahead of this? Yeah, but it's incredible, man. For the longest time, you know, I liked Ride the Lightning most, and there was a time where I liked Justice the most, which might shock some people, because it's like the most angry Metallica record. But like overall, when I went back to this one made me feel the most, and I think it has the greatest songwriting. And it's just a really, really, really well done album. You know, say what you want about Metallica, but you know, nobody wrote this level of songs. You know, these songs are epic and incredibly written, and performed too. I don't think they could have done it with any other lineup, and I think it's a genius album. It's amazing. I kind of overlooked Metallica back when I got into metal because, you know, as you know, I'm young and I didn't grow up in the 80s with these records. But dude, this is high quality stuff. It doesn't actually really get more high quality than this, you know? It's cool to get into underground stuff, and like those are, as you're gonna see, there's the smaller bands kind of take up the top of my list a little more, except for one. But you know, it's hard to beat the quality of this. It's Master Puppets, you know, and you can say what you want about the song being overplayed too, but dude, it's amazing. And Orion's, I mean, like, it's just an incredible album. So number 9, Metallica Master Puppets, and honorably showing off Ride the Lightning as well, because that was my go-to for a long time. So yeah, let's see. Yeah, so number 8, this one is badass. And you have to have this should be on everyone's top 10, man. I don't care. Like, this needs to be on every top 10. We're talking about Dark Angel with Darkness Descends, of course. What needs to be said about this one, right? Look at this. Just an insane album. And speaking of Metallica, it's funny how Lars got a lot of the drum parts for one off of this. You know, everybody should know what I'm talking about. But man, dude, talk about another album like the Vio-lence one where it's so consistent, like a consistency king right here. Just unbelievable. 1986, like so heavy. You know, I think this is like, in some ways it's like heavier than Pleasure to Kill and Rain and Blood in some ways, not in every way, but my God, man. I do have a favorite on this one, being Merciless Death. That song's "We'll Give You Merciless." You know, that's just fuck, dude. The screams, Don Dottie's screams are just like, wow. Just goddamn amazing, man. It doesn't get better than this. I could listen to this like anytime, any place, anywhere, any day, any moment. Like, this I reach for this album all the time to this day. Like, it'll never get old. And same with Leave Scars and Time Does Not Heal, man. Like, I should make an underrated thrash metal list, because holy shit, dude, Leave Scars and Time Does Not Heal, those are almost, you know, those are as good as this pretty much. I almost debated putting Time Does Not Heal on this record, because holy shit, I love that record, and Leave Scars is close up there too. But, you know, ultimately I went with Darkness Descends. This is unmatchable, unmistakable perfection. So, number 8, Dark Angel, Darkness Descends, man. Just a fucking amazing album. And that leads us into Lucky 7, number 7. And my God, let me tell you, the Canadians don't fuck around, dude. Metal from there is amazing. I want to shout out Sacrifice and Voivod, because they're not on the list. Spoiler alert. Sad, I know. But, you know, there's a certain Canadian band that has remained very consistent over the years, and they have an incredible album. They have a few very incredible albums, but one in particular that blows the fucking roof off of pretty much everything. You know, this almost could easily be my number 1, but we went number 7. Of course, we're talking about Razor with Violent Restitution. Holy shit, this is a heavy, fast as fuck you attitude filled, rebellious, fucking kicking the door down with a fucking chainsaw thrash album, dude. This is the fucking motherlode of thrash metal, in my opinion. This is like a Bible of thrash metal. This shit is so fucking ripping. You know, this whole album just fucking rips, man. Sheepdog's vocals on this are just fucking screaming. Like, dude, his screams on this album are fucking out of the world. And then his, like, low register thrash spouting is so fucking visceral, and it's so goddamn good. The guitar playing is just ridiculous. You know, Dave Carlo's a master riffer. Like, I cannot state that enough, dude. Taste the Floor, man. Hypertension. The martial arts. Oh, man. Behind Bars. I'll only say it once, you know. In the title track, Violent Restitution. Here I come. Yeah, dude, this is, holy shit. Like, I look at the track list and it's like, dude, what the fuck? This album, holy hell. Like, I'm just like in awe. I almost question why I put it at number 7, dude. This is the shit. Oh my God. Like, you know, I don't want to say this is necessarily underrated, but it kind of is. Like, Razor period is underrated as fuck, dude. I mean, come on, dude. Executioner's Song, Evil Invaders, both in 1985. Malicious Intent, dude. There's people who don't like that album. What fucking planet are you on, dude? And then this, like, how is this not, like, talked about with fucking Pleasure to Kill and Rain and Blood and shit? Like, brother. This is the shit. This is where thrash metal, you know, gets its wings. This is the epitome of everything that I love about thrash. This is so fucking aggressive and so good. It's the mix of all things. It takes you through peaks and valleys just like Metallica would with Master Puppets, but it's heavier, it's faster, it's more aggressive. It has everything. This epitomizes all the best things that exist in thrash metal, man. I have nothing but fucking respect for Razor and everything they do, and this goddamn album comes out atop for them. So number 7, Razor, Violent Restitution. Fucking hails to this album. Like, as you can see, I kind of like that album a little bit. That leads us to number 6, boys. And not everybody would consider this on this list, but it's fucking happening. What happens when you mix Rain and Blood from Slayer, Metallica Master Puppets, and you add a blackened edge to it? You crank the songwriting up to 11. You crank the aggressiveness up to 11, but you maintain those elements of Rain and Blood and Master Puppets, and your album comes out in 1988. Low-key, kind of one of the best years for thrash metal. That, not even low-key, definitely. Fucking Bathory with Blood, Fire, Death. You goddamn right. And the fucking, got the tattoo to match it, bro. Because Bathory, that's the band I give all the credit to for fucking everything, and there's not a band that will top Bathory for me, because it's fucking Bathory. No, I'm not gonna explain why. So Bathory, Blood, Fire, Death. Some people would put this on a black metal list. Some people wouldn't include this on a thrash list. Some people would more put it black and thrash, but above everything, this is a fucking whooping ass, just an ass whooping thrash metal album, with all the epicness of something like Master Puppets, with all the aggressiveness of something like Rain and Blood or Pleasure to Kill. This is the fucking amazing mother of all, and it's a goddamn masterpiece. And the opening and closing songs, Fine Day to Die, and Blood, Fire, Death, the title track, they just make me speechless. What do you want me to say? Long, amazing epics of metal. And then, I always say it wrong, but Dies a Rye, woo, what a song. And then another one, Haste Till Death, that song. Oh, Haste Till Death! Just nasty, man. Just nasty. This belongs on the top 10 list. Come on. This is a thrash album. This has black metal in it, but this is Bathory's love letter to thrash and kind of perfecting thrash metal here. Fuck yeah. Number 6, Bathory, Fine Day to Die. Oh, speaking of Razor, Deceased is doing a Razor cover right now. Cool. Take this torch. All right. Number 5. Wait, did I put these in the right order? Oh, I think I skipped one. Uh-oh. Yeah, I skipped one. Alright, now this is number 5. Alright, you ready for number 5? Destruction, Release from Agony. Nice. This is a goddamn... This album is like, this is the type of album that'll make a grown man cry because it's that good. This was a life-changing album for me. Wow. Destruction in general are a unique, and did I say unique yet? Yeah, unique-ass thrash metal band. And they wrote some insane albums in the 80s, if you didn't already know. And Release from Agony happens to be the most unique of them all. It has a world of its own. It has an atmosphere of its own. The band never sounded like they did here, and it never sounded like they did after. Eternal Devastation is goddamn close, don't get me wrong. That album's right up here. But my God, Release from Agony, wow. Listen to the song Sign of Fear. That's different. That's amazing. Every song on the album is incredible. The acoustic guitar moments are beautiful. The amount of love and respect I have for German thrash metal is out of this world. That's the country that has that dominates my favorite, and that's what we're getting into in the top of the list. But yeah, Destruction with Release from Agony. This album blows everything out of the water. And it's just an amazing album. And it really feels super dark. It's super heavy, super fast, but it's got a lot of unique riffing and a lot of unique drum fills, and like there's just a lot of moments that are so non-conventional about this album. This is such an obscure sounding album, and I love it for that. And it's not afraid to be weird and freaky. It really does sound like the album cover. And these guys are masters, and respect for Destruction. This album lives in my head rent-free forever. And it's an album that really makes me happy. I love this album to death. I really do. And I will be listening to it till the day I die. Just incredible. So yeah, number 5, Destruction, Release from Agony. And that leads us to a band that really, nice Voivod cover too. That leads me to number 4, which is a band that really is a gateway to metal for me. This band really got me into metal, and it's hard to pick two because I'm gonna cheat, okay? I'm gonna cheat a little bit here because this band deserves to have 2 albums at number 4. And that's gonna be Sepultura with Beneath the Remains, but I'm also gonna add in Arise, because Arise deserves to be here. They're both equally as amazing, but I did want to go with Beneath just because I heard it first, and it's more thrashy than Arise, so I thought it deserved the place a little more. But Beneath the Remains is amazing. My favorite song on the album being Mass Hypnosis and Stronger Than Hate. The opening to this album is one of the best openings ever. The Cavalera brothers are insane. Andreas on guitar is just killing it. I mean, this is just amazing thrash metal. This is biblical shit right here. And you can't top Beneath the Remains. And then while I'm on Sepultura, I'll go with Arise. You know, because this has one of the best trio openings ever. You get Arise, Dead Embryonic Cells, and then Desperate Cry. That is like, wow. These two, if Sepultura only made these two albums, I would like the band just as much as any other band with a full, consistent discography. These albums count for like a discography of 20 albums, in my opinion. They're so good, and they're so re-listenable, and they're so well written that like there's like an emotional weight I feel with these, you know, and I'm sure a lot of you guys do too. It's just, these albums are fucking amazing, you know. And if you don't like these Sepultura albums, dude, I know music's subjective, but you're fucking weird, dude. Don't even listen to metal if you don't like this shit. Like, there's like some people I've seen that like, it's kind of a weird thing lately. They're like, oh, these albums are overrated. Like, the fuck are you talking about, buddy? Like, they're perfectly rated. And, like, what? Like, fucking weirdos, dude. It's just fucking weird, you know? It's just, it really is. So there's that. That's number 4, Beneath the Remains and Arise. We cheated on that one. Sorry, boys. All right. Now we're in the top 3. It's time for the spiciness, as if it wasn't already. This was hard. This was a hard one to rank. I'll give you a hint though. 2 Germans, 1 American. Not surprising. Okay. Number 3. It hurts me to put this one at 3. It really does. And just so you know, these will change rankings. This one might be number 1 tomorrow. But as of today, number 3. Wow. The mighty Kreator, Pleasure to Kill. The reason I say wow when I pull this one out is because fucking wow. This is fucking Kreator, Pleasure to Kill, people. What I'm holding right here is a fucking thrash metal holy grail. An absolute legendary album. Like, it does not get more legendary and incredible than this. This is Kreator, Pleasure to Kill. Did I make myself clear? That's all I should need to say about it. And one of the first songs I ever learned how to play on guitar was Riot of Violence. That song, Chef's Kiss, top 10 thrash metal song of all time. Let's get that out of the way. The title track, Pleasure to Kill, when I saw these guys live, the first time I saw them live, when that song came on, me and this other dude, we had a beer and we were just fucking screaming the lyrics in the front row, dude. I was like almost passing out from excitement. Like, Kreator fucking rips. And say what you will about their newer albums not being as good. They're not, but they're still killing it live. Mille's vocals aren't quite as aggressive as they used to be, but they're still killing it live. Venter's fucking awesome too. God damn, dude. Oh, and then I want to shout out one of my favorite songs in the album too, because I feel like it doesn't really get talked about that much, but The Pestilence, man. The Pestilence is so goddamn good. And Under the Guillotine, you know, that one. God, dude. Pleasure to Kill. This needs to be on everybody's top 10. But I will give you credit. I will say, an album that's not on enough people's top list. I know this is kind of the obvious Kreator pick, but a non-obvious Kreator pick that is really almost just as good is Terrible Certainty. I was wearing my shirt on the part 1 video, but dude, this album's incredible. This is less aggressive, but it has some incredible songs. Storming with Menace is like, that's like, sometimes you're like, that's the best Kreator song, you know? Terrible Certainty. All these songs are incredible. Toxic Trace, No Escape, dude. Dun, 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 dun. Like those riffs, the riffs on this, on And I know I'm kind of cheating like I did with Sepultura, but I'm not saying this is my top 3. It's so close, dude. The problem is I limited the list to 1 album per band, because if I didn't, let me tell you, this band might have like 3 albums on my top 10. So we can't do it that way. Kreator would own too many spots. But yeah, I fucking love Kreator. Hurts me to put it at number 3, but like I said, tomorrow might be number 1. And there's a lot of days, trust me, where I prefer this over my number 2 and number 1 picks. But not today. So, number 3, Kreator, Pleasure to Kill. If you don't have that on your top 10, that's just weird. Alright. Number 2, a lot of you guys are going to be happy with this one. And rightfully so. We're going to get right into it. People talk about Persecution Mania and Agent Orange all the time as being some of the best thrash metal albums ever. You'll get some people who say Code Red, brilliant. You get some people who say M16, also brilliant. But what is the Sodom album that I pick out the most? Not the most classic, not the most legendary. But what's the Sodom album that I reach for the most, and their heaviest album, bar none? And what's the album that has the most consistent and impressive songwriting? Well, to me, it's undoubtedly Tapping the Vein. This album features the best vocals in thrash metal history. I said it, goddammit. The best vocals in thrash metal history are found on this album. Tom Angelripper is a beast. Listen to Skinned Alive. If you haven't, listen to Skinned Alive. That's fucking ridiculous. Every song on the album's amazing. Every song features a lot of very good dynamics. This album is absolutely a GOAT. And in a lot of ways, it stomps my number 1. And a lot of ways, it stomps every album in existence to me, even outside of thrash metal. And I've probably listened to this album more than any other album on the list, honestly, in the past few years. Sodom Tapping the Vein is a fucking masterpiece. Every song on Sodom Tapping the Vein is a masterpiece. Every riff, every drum part, every idea that went into this is a masterpiece. And hail Andy Brings too, and Witch Hunter. Thank you guys for doing what you did. Because this album, if this album didn't exist, I would be a sad boy. And Sodom would still have an amazing discography, but they'd be missing their best. And number 2, Tapping the Vein. That's that. And while I'm on Sodom, I'm going to show something that's very important to me from Sodom 2, obviously. Persecution Mania is amazing. Over to the right over there, I just got a Persecution Mania flag up. But this is an original pressing of Agent Orange. And I just wanted to show it because this used to be my favorite Sodom album, and getting this was a huge deal. This was the first original pressing vinyl that I bought and paid a good amount of money for, and it was a big deal for me at the time. And I'm so proud to own this copy, and it's beautiful. So yeah, you can't go wrong with Sodom. My opinion is, again, like I said with Kreator and Sepultura, if you don't like Sodom, it's kind of fucking weird. And Sodom's definitely the most consistent thrash metal band in the history of histories, and not agreeing with that's kind of wild to me, because it's you probably have not heard all the Sodom albums if you don't agree. But Sodom is perfect. That's a perfect band. maybe a few like lesser great albums, but they don't have anything that's garbage, you know. At the worst, Sodom is just all right, you know. That's their worst, and that's far and few between. Okay, number one, we're gonna go with an obvious pick. I'm sorry to disappoint everyone that just wants to watch my channel for underground stuff and stuff that they might not know, but come on, guys, like I'd be lying. Like, we're going with Slayer, Rain and Blood. I love Hell Awaits and Show No Mercy too, but we're talking a pure thrash metal album, masterclass. It's gotta be Rain. This is on American. The track listing here is perfect, and I don't really think there's a more pure thrash metal. This is like the purest thrash album ever, and it's incredible. There's nothing really to say about this album that hasn't been said a trillion times about the track list, the album, and that legendary flawless lineup that they had. I guess what I could say is that I think a not enough talked about track on the album is Criminally Insane. I love that song. Criminally Insane's fucking amazing. But yeah, Slayer, Rain and Blood, man. I mean, I was lucky enough, you know, at my young age, I was lucky enough, 24, and I got to see Slayer, you know, so I feel lucky, because I know they're playing like one-off shows here and there, but they're not touring. I got to see them in the Bay Area, which was cool, and it was amazing. And when they played songs off Rain and Blood, it kind of blew my mind. And this is kind of, you know, every metalhead, this is such a staple for them. Maybe not if you're super old school, you know, you're more into just the Show No Mercy and, you know, Hell Awaits, but it doesn't get better than this. Slayer, Rain and Blood, that deserves to be number one. It's not overrated at all, in my opinion, and it's rightfully earned its place where it is, just like Slayer has. Slayer is not the most consistent band by any means, but holy shit, when they do it right, they really do it right, and they go the extra mile. Fucking Slayer. Anyway, that's number one. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed me rounding up this part 2. It was a lot of fun making it, and hopefully you guys like the list. You guys can put your own list down in the comments, but there's the top 20 or top 10 with the part 1 thrash metal albums of all time. Let me know other video ideas you want to see next. I gotta dive into black metal, and I know you guys like my death metal content the most. That seems to be the overwhelming majority, and that's what I own the most of in my collection. That's what I'm the most familiar with. But I love black metal and thrash metal too. I like traditional heavy metal too. Traditional, weird word, but kind of have to use it now. Anyway, let me know what you want to see next. Plenty of stuff to cover. I can do almost anything you guys ask for, you know, within reason. But yeah, thanks for watching. There's the list. Hopefully you enjoyed. I will see you in the next video. Peace.